Hey guys, it's Puese for Brew Gaming, and it's a beautiful day today, December 30th, 2012, so we're almost at the new year, which is, I usually don't get into the whole new... My phone is smudgy. I'll just keep talking. Usually don't get into the whole new year kind of, setting a resolution thing, because I think it's mostly bullshit, because most people don't actually change anything. Which I can definitely relate to a lot. But, I've just been taking a hard look at what I do with my life, and just the day-to-day, what is the future for me, and also, for my family, for the people that are close to me, what is it that I'm doing to actually work towards it? Because what I end up finding is most days I wake up and I don't really do anything different. I just kind of go on my autopilot, which for me is mostly just, I go to work, I do what I can there, I work as hard as I can, push myself as hard as I can, or at least I think I am. Could probably always push harder. But, I work, and then I come home and I go, I'm tired, so now it's my turn, where I get to just kind of do as I see fit. So, that's usually where I come home and I boot up some games, and I literally just pretty much play games, or maybe I watch a TV show or something like that, and that's all I do. I spend my time doing that. And I guess what kind of tweaked me out is I realized, I could feasibly do that the rest of my life. I could literally just go to a job, work, probably never make very much money, but have enough to just support, just kind of playing games, really, watching TV, and that's pretty much about it. I'm not working towards anything, and it's not a good feeling. Even though while I'm recording this, I have this feeling I could really just go, boot up a system and just start playing something again. I don't know. I'm tired of every day being that. Just one day after the next. So it's honestly at this point, for my own health and my own well-being, that I decided I need to make Brood Gaming a bigger chunk of my life. Just the creative aspect of it, just being able to, and grow myself. That's really the biggest thing, is just the fact that, if I start doing a blog like this every day, I'm going to grow myself. If I start using my creative juices to create some sort of entertainment, whether just for myself or for, the viewers, for my friends, whoever it is, it's still going to stimulate me and make me a bit better. It's going to make me a better me. That's the whole thing I felt about this whole project. And I keep not doing it because I just keep falling into that kind of day-to-day, just literally doing what the calendar says. I go to work, I come home, I'm tired, so therefore I just sit in front of a TV. I'm just getting tired of it. And, when I think back to when I started Brood Gaming, which was close to a year ago, if I would have still, and my goal back then was to make a blog or vlog like this every day, and I wanted to make a video every week. And times I wanted to make several videos a week, even every day. But even if I would have just made one of these every day and made one video for Brood Gaming every week, I would be an incredibly better person at this. I would actually feel proud that out of just my own brain, my own inner being, I created something, and no one told me to do it. I just did it myself, and I grew myself because of it. So, that's really what it's come down to at this point. It's not anything about subscribers or views, or anything like that. It's really just that I can't keep living this way. Well, actually, no, the sad truth is I can. I can keep living this way probably every day of my life. And it's plateaued. I've stalemated. This is what I've been doing when I think about it, for the last 10 years. I've gone to work, and then I've played games. And that's it, with a little bit of other activity thrown in there every now and then. So, I just can't do it anymore. It hurts. It just doesn't feel good. At the end of the day, it feels very empty. And truth be told, what's also sad about it is I know I'm not alone in this. I have many close friends that I have, as well as just people that I've met online and such that I guarantee are feeling the same thing that I am, where it's just a crawl. It's just, you've turned your life into a grind of just, you work, you play games, you get through each day, and that's it. And, if by chance, from what I do with Brew Gaming and whatever I do in my life, if I can kind of help with anybody else that's in the same boat, that's really all I care about. Doesn't matter about views or subscribers, any of that. It's really just that I want people to know that there is a better life out there. And by no means am I saying I want to quit games. Far from it. I love games and I will be a gamer till the last breath. But it's turned into too much of a crutch for growth. And I hope that I can help aid other people. But for God's sake, I really hope I can help myself. Because that's the one I have to wake up with and go to sleep with every day. It's just me. But that's going to be all for today. Tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about my Christmas and just a little bit of the ridiculousness of my obsessions and what that has meant for my life and what it's going to mean in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, have a great day. It actually is, at least in Southern California, it's very beautiful today. So, and wherever you are in this country or outside of it, go enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.